It's just the denial. Proof. You see, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. You say you deny. Let's see the accounts. His decision to set up a company and to borrow money very extensively, 42 billion ringgit, and then the company is not very well managed. They borrowed at a very high rate of interest. They gave commission of 10%, and then they bought power plants at a higher price than the market price. All these things are not, doesn't show there is any good business acumen. So obviously it will lead to trouble.
You've heard about Prime Minister Najib, his allegations against you on his Facebook posting. Can I just read you what he wrote? He accuses you of working together hand in glove with foreign nationals to launch a campaign to topple him. He said your allegations are unsubstantiated, they're outrageous, and it came about because he refused to implement some of your personal demands, and says you created a crisis by claiming that these funds were missing from the 1MDB state fund. What do you say to that? How do you feel?
I know all about the money that has been borrowed, but all these other shenanigans that followed is something that I read in the foreign press, and I confirm it by asking local people. I didn't work with the foreign press.
What about this allegation that you had made some personal demands to him? Do you know what he's talking about?
I did ask him why he didn't do what he promised to do.
Which is?
Which is to build a bridge and to continue with the railway line and all that. But that is a minor thing to me. If you don't want to do it, every Prime Minister has a right to have his own policy.
And so you deny political sabotage? Are you trying to topple Prime Minister Najib?
No, why doesn't he answer the charges made against him? When people charge him over something, he says it is a plot. It is nonsense, it's not true. But proof that it is not true. It's very easy for him to prove that it is not true. He has this account in the bank. All he has to do is say, you examine my accounts. You look at it.
You've described his lifestyle as lavish. Do you still stick by that?
Yes, I think so.
So explain why.
I was not able to live in that style on the Prime Minister's pay. I was paid 20,000 ringgit a month, so I wouldn't be able to afford huge weddings, 5 or 6 receptions all over the place, or flying people to Kazakhstan and all that. And that is beyond the means of a Prime Minister.
Why are you making your criticism so public right now? You're the same party. Why are you going public with it rather than just going to him?
I talked to him quietly. I tried to persuade him, no effect. I wrote to him to say that I will not support him, no effect. So in the end, I have to go public.
But you were instrumental in bringing him to power.
I had great expectations for him because he is the son of a man I greatly admire, the second Prime Minister of the country. I thought that he would be, like his father, very concerned about the country, very good at developing the country, not spendthrift and things like that. But he turned out differently. After some time I noticed that he is not like his father at all.
This is not the first time, though, that you've launched a very public, open campaign against the country's leader. You did it for Mr. Najib's predecessor, the man who succeeded you, Abdullah Badawi, and also your protege at the time, Anwar Ibrahim, who became the opposition leader. Some people say that after 22 years in power, you're still trying to exert influence on politics in Malaysia.
I want to retire, but when I see something wrong being done, I think it is my duty to point out that it is wrong.